Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas Mahalik and today I'm going to be presenting about the SDG 15, which is life on land, and the country that I am referring to is Japan. So for the description of the 15th Sustainable Development Goal, it is to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainab- sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. And then something else about it is that it is a flourishing life on land, which is the foundation for our life on the planet. We're all part of the planet's ecosystem, and we have caused severe damage to it through deforestation, loss of natural habitats, and land degradation. So promoting a sustainable use of an ecosystem and preserving biodiversity is not a cause, it's the key to our own survival. So some of the first data that I wanted to show was the mountain key biodiversity data. So this indicator actually measures the average share of each important site for mountain biodiversity that is covered by designated protected areas. The indicator does not measure the effectiveness of protected areas in reducing biodiversity loss, which depends on a range of management and enforcement factors. As you can see in this graph here, it shows the protected area coverage of mountain key biodiversity areas from 2000 to 2001. And I have here compared Japan, which is above 60%, as is the European Union. And then if we compare Northern America and even Oceania and Central Southern Asia, you can see that it's a much lower percentage. Something else that I wanted to share was the protected land area data. The protected areas are covered by three indicators. So it's the proportion of total terrestrial area classified as protected, the proportion of key terrestrial biodiversity areas that are protected, and the proportion key freshwater biodiversity areas that are protected. So you can see here in the graph that it's the share of land area that's protected in 2021. And actually Brazil has 30% of that land area. And to my surprise, Japan had a almost exact same percentage as Brazil, and the United States actually only have 13%. So that's something that I found pretty interesting. And the target for this Sustainable Development Goal is that by 2020, we have to ensure the conservation, restoration, and sustainable use of terrestrial and inland freshwater ecosystems and their services. Another graph here that I thought was very good was the tree cover loss for Japan. So it can show it from 2001 to 2021, and the total tree cover loss has been 8.1 square kilometers, and then a 3.1% is lost. So it's actually not too bad, but it has been increasing throughout the years. So this is a global pollinator map. It was from images of bees and other pollinators that were submitted via this app, which is called the World Bee Count app. There were actually a total of 20,032 images that were shown on the global pollinator map. And basically, it just shows a sampling of images that were made by citizen scientists and beekeepers. So the information was captured from many regions and countries. We can see in Asia, for example, there was like 167 from Japan, and the United States and North America in general was 12,595. Um, so it was a really large number for North America. Here is my X-line chart. So I have the life on land as the title, and I broke it up into three main sections, which were the reduced use of pesticides, satellite imaging, and crowd training AI to automate conservation efforts. And then there's just like a few subsections I'll just, for example, just list for the satellite imaging, I just have the systems analysis and the infrared images that are used to detect deforestation. And then the outcome of that is accurate tracking of deforestation on planet Earth. Finally, I have the proposed Sustainable Development Goals for 15. So some of them are just recycling paper, glass, plastic, metal, and old electronics. Also compost, because composting food scraps can reduce climate impact while also recycling nutrients. I also think to not use pesticides to protect and sustain the quality of soil. Also to clean our local parks and forests. Make sure to organize your own or join an existing cleanup event to sustain the ecosystem of your local green space. And finally, just don't buy products that are tested on animals and just check the labels on the products you buy.